I've met many peculiar people in my life, but none as interesting as this one. He's an Italian plumber with a killer mustache who can do practically anything. For example, he can play golf, baseball, and even practice medicine. Oh, one more thing. He's also addicted to shrooms. That's right. It's a him. Mario! Created by Japanese game designer Shigeru Miyamoto, Mario is the icon of Nintendo. And as in any other cliche hero storyline, he is the protagonist that goes off to many worlds in order to save the damsel in distress, Princess Peach, who can somehow always manage to get herself kidnapped by the same villain each and every game. But there is more Mario than meets the eye. Our hero wasn't originally a plumber, nor was he a hero at first. And concerning his love interest, Princess Peach, let's just say she may not be the nice and sweet girl that Nintendo portrays her to be. These two characters aren't as straightforward as the screen that they travel. So first, we'll warp through the pipe, back in time, to the start of it all. Then we'll jump into the life and true character of Mario's supposed lover, Princess Peach. And finally, power ourselves up as we learn about Mario's place in the world today. Here we go! Rather than starting out as a plumber, Mario actually began out as a carpenter back in 1981 in the arcade game series Donkey Kong, which was the name of the gorilla antagonist. In this game, he wasn't Mario. He was actually Jumpman. And the reason for that, well, I'm sure that's self-explanatory. So in the game, Jumpman's girlfriend gets kidnapped by Donkey Kong, and in order to rescue her, he needs to jump over barrels that are thrown at him and reach to the top of the level where Donkey Kong resides. After the game, Donkey Kong was yet another arcade game series, Donkey Kong Jr., which was the name of the son. Here, the story got flipped. Jumpman decided he wanted to take revenge. And so he traps Donkey Kong in a cage, thus forcing his son, Donkey Kong Jr., to go climb ropes, dodging obstacles such as bear traps, which are thrown by Jumpman himself. This plot unfortunately continued on for 2 more years for the rest of the Donkey Kong game series. However, he does turn into the protagonist once again 2 years later after that, in 1983, when he has starred in his own arcade game series, Mario Bros. It was then that Mario was the protagonist again, thus being the good guy. And it was in Mario Bros. Where Mario and his twin brother Luigi were officially born. Yes, the true place of New York where all heroes are born. The sewers. It was in the sewers where Mario and Luigi somewhat acted as plumbers, cleaning out the pipes from the usual villains, turtles, flies, and crabs. Now, after 2 years of cleaning out turtles, flies, and crabs, Mario and Luigi decided they wanted to become more super. And thus came Super Mario Bros., where our heroes traveled out of the arcade game into the Nintendo Entertainment System, which was recently developed in 1983. It was also known as the NES. In the process, more allies, villains, power-ups, and games appeared. From 1985 with the Nintendo Entertainment System to the world today with the Wii U, Mario games have continued to not just be super, but new as well. And with super or new games comes super or new characters. Since we've already learned enough about Mario, let's introduce ourselves to Princess Peach. Now, as stated earlier, Princess Peach is typically the damsel in distress that is kidnapped by the boss Bowser, in which Mario needs to go off to many worlds to rescue her after defeating the final boss. And as her alternate name, Princess Toso, applies, she is the ruler of the mushrooms. And accounting for her shroom addiction, it really isn't a surprise that his love interest is Princess Peach. But are these two really together? Aside from a Mario website in Europe, there is really no definite evidence proving that these two are actually dating. But the real question is he missing out? Nintendo has always portrayed Princess Peach as this kind-mannered and well-natured girl. But this myth is busted in 2006 with the Nintendo DS when she has starred as the protagonist in her own game, Super Princess Peach. In this game, rather than following Mario's lead by jumping on characters, thus brutally killing them, Peach fights with her emotions. She utilizes 4 emotions: rage, sorrow, calmness, and happiness. All 4 are used at an extreme level. When angry, Princess Peach turns on fire, burning all those enemies that dare to mess with her. When sad, she literally cries you a river of tears that somehow make the plants around her grow. When calm, she regains some health points, otherwise known as HP, as if she went through some meditation. And finally, when happy, she flies into the air and is literally uplifted. Now how's that for mood swings? Adding on to her extreme emotions, Princess Peach is also known for baking a cake upon her rescue by any character. And we all know how many times she's rescued. Too many to count. It looks like Princess Peach has a bit of an infatuation towards cake. But I guess that just adds on to her image and lifestyle as a princess who's living large. But wait. Excessive mood swings and infatuation with cake? That sounds like me. But on a daily basis. But I'm not some perfect, well-natured kind of girl. And I guess neither is Princess Peach. Whew. Now that we've jumped over this obstacle, let's power ourselves up as we learn about Mario's place in the world today. Wait, are we the ones playing the level? Or is it Mario? It turns out that in a German university, there is a team of scientists working on a project called Mario Lives, in which they create an AI, or artificial intelligence, Mario. In this project, the players are able to program this famous mustachioed plumber with information and motivation using direct voice commands. For example, we are able to command Mario to feel a certain emotion, and so that he plays the level in a certain way. These emotions include happiness, curiosity, and hunger. Take, for example, this. Mario, don't be so happy. Along with that, we are able to command Mario to also kill an enemy by saying, Mario, kill Goomba. This then causes Mario to go through a mental process similar to that to the human brain, which can be broken down in 4 steps. First, Mario examines his conditions, such as health and body size. Second, he then thinks of the actions that he will take, which in this case would be to jump up and on top of the Goomba. Afterwards, he then calculates the probability or chances of success that his action will succeed, whether it ranges from 1% or 100%. And finally, after all of this, he then examines the effects of his actions, which in this case would be the death of the Goomba. And through all this information, Mario is then able to compile the grammatical sentence, if I jump on Goomba, then it certainly dies. He is able to do this due to his ability to learn and his ability to use A-star pathfinding sequences in which he finds the route that is both most safe and most efficient. So through this combination of AI programming and principles of psychology, Mario has become a more independent character that has no need for a controller. The flag at the end of the level. We've reached it. We've warped back in time to the start of it all, jumped into the true character of Princess Peach, and powered ourselves up into a newly born AI Mario. Mario has not only revolutionized the video game industry, but it has also entered the childhoods of many, including myself. But unfortunately, the world of Mario is much more vast than what I can tell you in 8 to 10 minutes. And thus, we start the next level. And as Mario would say, here we go!